it's saying you can't have an individual that says, I want to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
And it says, I'm going to drink alcohol in the public. No, you're going to cause corruption. What you're doing is someone might say, no, he's drunk it. Let me try some of that. Oh, wow. Oh, let me try it. Now you're spreading your corruption.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
So Ali, we're gonna go back to the point that Hakikachu made. You said that you watched the debate, right?
Yes, I watched it. Yeah.
So when Apis asked the question to, I think this was between Daniel Hussein and Hakikachu actually, about human rights versus Sharia.
Yeah.
So Apis.
Raised on that point.
Huh?
H-Bus had. Didn't you watch the video?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, H-Bus was there, Daniel. You didn't, man. You just went on Apis.
Daniel Hussein.
No, Daniel Hakikachu.
Daniel Hakikachu.
Yeah.
And the human rights activist.
Yeah, that
atheist.
Yeah, that guy who's a white boy wannabe. He got demolished. He could not answer a single one. Watch the debate.
I haven't watched it. I genuinely haven't watched it.
You haven't?
I have, genuinely.
Well, you said to me you didn't. You said you watched the highlights of Apis.
I watched the highlights, then I watched the debate after.
No, you have or you're going to?
Okay.
Have you or you want to?
No, I have. Yeah, I have. Genuinely.
So you have watched it?
Yeah, I have watched it.
But you said to me you
yeah.
didn't.
No, I watched the highlights to bring up points with you.
Okay, one second. June, can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
You came to the park today to ask some questions.
Yes.
When you asked that question, if I'm not mistaken, that video was. I don't think that video was out.
I'm not sure.
It wasn't.
I've got like.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I've got a ton of questions,
it's
man.
very simple.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do you find that you had to watch the highlights?
Yeah.
You picked up on some points.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy to answer.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say. And I discussed with this on the phone as well. We had a phone call discussion. Yeah. You said that you wanted to criticize Islam. Remember, you said that you wanted to criticize Islam.
Yeah.
Why do you find the need to criticize Islam but not learn about it? You said to me that you want to contact Apis and David Wood.
Yeah.
Why do you find the need to do that? Because it's a very genuine question. Because if I want to know about Satanism, and I go to somebody who hates Satanists, and I'm like, oh, tell me a bit about Satanism. Is he going to tell me anything good?
No.
So then why are you going to these people? I'm very curious. Why do you find the need to go to Apis? Forget H-Bus, he's a waste man anyway. And David Wood. Why don't you want to go and speak to Muhammad Hijab?
I do want to speak to Muhammad Hijab.
No, you've never said that to me. Like,
I have said that to you.
Okay, so forgive me, when did you say
that? Yeah, I have said that to you.
Last week?
On the phone.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. Yeah, okay. The point is this, yeah. If you want to learn about Islam, start on the right foot. Literally right foot. Don't start on the left foot. Yeah, okay. Because the point is this.
Yeah.
Get to know Islam unbiasedly.
Yeah.
You want to go to the very enemies who lie about Islam.
No, of course.
Apis doesn't even know how to recite Quran. The guy, him being an ex-Muslim is the big question mark.
You see, the thing is, I've seen so many channels that defend Islam over Apis's videos.
No, I know, yeah.
Like Fareed Responds, I think. Fareed, yeah.
Right,
yeah, and it literally just comes to the point as well, because I have Christian friends that debate Muslims all the time, everything like that. They either completely avoid the question and go off topic, or they say something on any topic whatsoever that we have. Yeah, they say they're knowledgeable, but in reality they're just completely avoiding the question. What they're saying is invalid to the question. Like if I ask you a yes or no question, I'm not saying you.
No, but it's not.
Yeah, no. But I'm not saying you because you extended on that answer.
Yeah.
But if I ask them a yes or no question, they have to go off on 2 paragraphs.
Did he marry a 6? Yes.
Yeah.
I sent you that video. How did you find it?
It was good. Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, we don't avoid it.
Yeah,
maybe the person that you're going to. There's some people they might not know.
No. We've had I've had debates with people. Your video. I knew all the points you was going to bring up already because we've had that. But the question that my Christian friends always ask is, so first of all, can I get your opinions on the age? I don't know what it is. The age of consent under Sharia.
Oh, okay. The Prophet's marriage to Aisha was at 6 and it consummated at 9.
Yes.
Did you watch my video? Because I answered this question. The fact that the Prophet waited 3 years for her to become 9 teaches us something. It teaches us that we need to wait for any girl to reach the age of puberty. Now, we don't have a set age because that's unjust to the girl. For example, in the UK it's 16. In France, I think they've dropped it to 14 or 15. So France is a paedophile country according to us.
Okay.
We're a paedophile country according to Turkey, because Turkey is 18. And Saudi Arabia, by the way, yeah?
So you're saying that the age of consent is when a girl hits puberty?
No, there's a lot of factors: mental, physical, sexually.
Okay.
Yeah, and they can't be harmed. So, for example, this country says if she's reached 16, she can have sex. How do you know she's ready at 16? So that's why Islam says not one shoe fits all. Each individual. What was that girl's name? Who amputated herself?
Oh. Hey, nice to meet you, bro. You're famous now. So, why are you talking about Beyonce?
No, you know that girl in yes, what was her name? Bell, something Bell.
I don't know. Somebody that.
We're supposed to memorize it, Zijan.
Amputated her foot.
No.
Oh. I was like, why is he talking about some diabetes insulin?
I think I've got the picture.
Yeah, Kira Bell.
That's it.
Man, like.
50-50, I can ask a friend. Kiara Bell was talking about, okay. The point is, what was I saying? I was making a point, I totally forgot.
The age of consent?
Age of consent, yes. I don't know what's got to do with anything. Anyways, so the point is, yes, I went on a tangent. So the thing is, we don't say one shoe fits all. Yeah? So that can change because...
Especially if your foot's been cut off.
Yeah, exactly. So the point is that there is, what we say is that she has to be assessed. Yeah? Okay, and we're not like, he'll make out to you. Because in this country, we have a pandemic of teenage pregnancies. Even in America, all right? They're having sex in the bushes, mate. They're 11 years old, they're pregnant, okay?
Yeah.
So the point is this, yeah? They make it, see, what Islam says, Islam is there to regulate. Yeah? Make things in order. Okay, get married. All right, but you have to reach a certain age. And that's why the video that I sent you about Aisha's marriage, the Prophet, peace be upon him, answers that.
Okay, so... weird sign. Anyway,
Look,
so let me bring you this question, all right?
Yes.
People, my Christian friend asked me to ask you this.
And are these Christians asking me this?
Sorry?
Are these Christians asking me this?
Yeah.
Well, what? They have no grounds to ask me that, bro.
Why?
Because their Bible, bro, they'll get chopped up. Not literally, like, intellectually, yeah? Their Bible, there's in the book of Numbers, I think, yeah? How it says when you go to a land, you kill everybody, by the way. You get the babies and smash them on the rocks, yeah, by the way. And then it says, keep little girls for yourself. Yeah? As a Christian, you need to come and answer it yourself.
Okay, but we're diverging
No,
from the
but
topic.
don't ask me Christian questions.
No, it's not a Christian question, it's about Islam.
Yeah.
So let's just bring up like a hypothetical, right? So we're bringing up that the whole world is under Sharia law, right? Okay. We're bringing that up. Yeah. A girl reaches puberty and is mentally and physically as Aisha was at 9.
At 9, okay.
Would you have sex with her?
No. Firstly, again, when she reaches the age of puberty, you're talking about girls in this age. Okay, you need to understand something. Girls today are not like the girls back then. There's 1,400 years difference. In this country, this very country that is staying, yeah, there's a book called William Blackstone's book on the British common law, yeah. Girls in this country 100 years ago were betrothed at 7.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, yeah, go on, sorry.
At 7. And I think they were allowed to marry around 8 or 9. Yeah? This is UK, mate. United Kingdom. Want the Britain to be about British, yeah? This is United Kingdom 100 years ago. Let alone 1,400 years ago. So the question that you're asking me doesn't fit in because Islamically, at that age, firstly you need to see why would she even want to get married at that age? And firstly, is she, for example, Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Nisa, test the orphans, you have to test them till they reach an age of marriage to give them their wealth. How do you test the age? It goes back to what we said. Yeah, there's no one age. What we say is in this country, for example, if the law says, oh, if we're living under the Sharia, he said, if we're living under the Sharia, betroth means promising each other. So what we're saying is betrothed. Saying that you're going to marry someone is different to one reaching the age of puberty, and that family decides, mom and dad decide. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They might say, okay, look, she's immature. You know, like she might look thin, but she might be mature. Like Akon got in the, you know Akon?
Yeah.
You know he had a track called Put the Blame on Me.
Yeah.
You know why he did that track? Because he was in a club and he had sex with a girl who was fully developed, and she was 14.
Okay.
So my point is this: just because somebody is sexually developed doesn't mean they're developed up here.
Okay, let's rephrase that then. Okay. 1,400 years ago, you said people developed differently. Okay, let's rephrase that to you living in the Middle East during Muhammad's time.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Sorry?
Yes or no to that question?
No, it's not yes or no. Why did you keep asking me yes or no?
Because it's a yes or no question.
Okay, are you here to learn? Are you here to...
I'm here to
No,
learn.
I'm starting to get a glimpse that you're trying to catch me up.
I'm not trying to catch you out.
That's how I feel. I'm being honest, I'm expressing my feelings. I'm not sure.
I'm not.
I feel like you're like, yes or no. Like, say that, yes or no. Why do you...
You can...
No, but I've answered it, but I'll answer it again for you.
Go.
We go back to the Prophet, peace be upon his method. Yeah? Back then, if girls became adults at 9, you're talking to an adult.
Okay.
You cannot compare a 9-year-old, and you wouldn't. And that's the reason why nobody in history, till the 1990s, yeah? Orientalist, there was an Orientalist individual. He is one of the first person that brought the issue of Aisha's marriage to the Prophet. Why didn't anybody in history for 1300 years ever use this against the Prophet? For 1300 years, nobody came and said, hold on a second, why did your Prophet marry Aisha?
Yeah.
My point is the following, yeah? Because morality to them is subjective. Okay, so nobody came and said, why did your Prophet marry Aisha? This is a new phenomenon. This is the last, I would say, it was brought up 100 years ago, and it's just about 20 years ago this has been brought up. It's a very recent phenomenon. Why? Because our subjective morality has changed, we think of, oh, that's strange now. Well, guess what, mate? To them, a man penetrating another man's rectum is strange, very strange actually. You know, Abdullah ibn Abbas, if I'm not mistaken, he said, if somebody was not to tell me this, I would not even believe such thing exists. So now, my point is this, a gay person can be gay, but the point is this, they were getting married at that age when a woman became an adult. That changes, not one set, yeah? But the thing is, they would look back at us, forget the Muslims, the Christians, anyone back in those nations would look at us and say, you guys are animals. You know an animal? You guys are the same. Because they'll say, look, you got girls cutting their breasts off. You got men cutting their testicles off. Cutting their peas, they're castrating themselves. Okay. You have individuals who are identified as a piano. You got individuals who are identified as non-binary. You guys, this is what they will say, not me. They'll say, you guys are mad. You guys are crazy. You don't know why you. I'm call me them, she, he, me. I'm a tree. I'm a woman. I'm like if you think about it, and let me just get my iPad. I want to point out something very interesting to you. I'm going to give you, for example, a very interesting point here. Did you know there was a man? Yeah. Where is it?
Why are we going back to the topic of LGBT?
No, because very, very important point. Because what we're doing here. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I was trying to.
You carry on talking. I'm just going to.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to build on that question, Ali. That you're saying that it was normal back then, which I don't disagree with. I agree with you fully. That it was normal back then.
Yeah.
But so the question was 21st century. You said no because it would be, I don't know, immoral, or people don't develop the same.
What are you talking about?
No, 9-year-old.
Okay. Yes.
But if we're going back to Muhammad's time, in the Middle East, they developed the same during Muhammad's time.
No.
Say the 9-year-old.
Because the fact that the Prophet waited from 6 to 9, he waited for her to become an adult.
Okay, so if she's an adult at 9...
No, but that's Aisha.
Yeah, okay,
not
so...
all.
No, we're talking about Aisha.
Yes.
So?
Yes, what about
Aisha, if the Prophet asked you to marry her, would you do that?
Well, of course, if he married her, how could I not marry her?
If she was 9?
Well, of course, how could I not? Because she's an adult. It's like saying to me, Ali, if there's a 16-year-old adult today, would you marry her? For example, I'm double her age. Yeah, I would personally say no, she's probably mature, I would not want to marry her. But argument's sake, let's suppose I'm 17-year-old Ali, and you say Ali, 16-year-old, I don't know, whatever the name is, would you marry her? Yeah, why would I not marry her?
So if the Prophet came to you during his time and said, Ali, will you marry Aisha instead of me and then consummate the marriage 3 years later when she was 9, would you do it?
For me to, I'll just give you an example. It's as good as me saying no to a 16-year-old when I'm 17 years old. It's the same logic.
So you'd say no to
No, I'll say yes. If I say yes to the 16-year-old, it's the same, because what you're doing is, again, you're misconstruing and you're confusing this time to that time. So you're saying Ali.
I'm not. We're bringing it back to that time.
I'm saying back then. I'm saying to you, yes, I would, because she was an adult.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah. So it's just it's just a yes then.
Yeah. No, I know. But I'm trying to make you understand.
I am understanding.
It's as good as a 16-year-old or any girl who's reached the age of 17-year-old. It's the same thing. And this issue of this whole thing, it's just on the foot, because France is a paedophilia country. We're paedophiles. And most paedophiles, I'm so sorry, a lot of people use it against the Muslims, are white middle-aged men.
Yeah.
They go to Thailand, now they're going to Africa, yeah, in Australia. Australian men, by the way, yeah? Maybe that H-puss, he might be one of those disgusting men who might probably go there. Yeah, you can expect anything, yeah? Has no morality, yeah? So the thing is, the Australian men are traveling to certain parts of Africa to rape, yeah? So the fact is, they try to insult the Prophet and how Allah humiliates them. But they themselves drowned in it. Pedophilia. We don't see Muslim men or we are known to go and marry little girls, etc. You know, and the Prophet is a fine example, and we implement this example to this day.
What is this point you're bringing up?
So basically, Rachel McKinnon is a biological male who self-identified as a woman, won the 2018 cycling world champion. Yeah? I'm going to call him he because he broke the world record. He identified as a woman. Yeah? My point is this. The times that we live in today, do you think we are heading to the right direction?
That's very debatable.
Well, let's debate it. And that's the reason why H-Post couldn't answer it. If you watch the debate, you watch the debate, yeah?
There's a lot of factors. He couldn't
answer Daniel's arguments. He was asking him about, for example, how Islam preserves the family unit and liberalism destroys it. Marriage units breaking down, divorces. Do you know how many people in London have STDs? Nearly a million. People. Yeah? Now this is a bad man discussion here. Bro, you gotta keep that. Hey, what dropped on me? I would do that. So what I'm trying to say is the following, yeah? Okay, is that Islam has come, and Daniel Hakikaju's debate against H-Push is a fine example that he couldn't answer a single point of it. You see, some people watch it and they see us Muslims as primitive, like we're idiots, like cavemen. I have a cave, I sleep in there. And when you see that discussion, you're genuinely looking for Daniel to be the primitive, ignorant caveman. And the only caveman I saw in there was H-Puss, yeah? Okay, because Daniel was asking him direct questions about liberalism. And he was talking about, using a tragic event that happened in Daniel's life, in which his sister died, yeah? And he was using that against him. He's a vile, disgusting person. Would you use that?
No, of course not.
Would you ever use, if you're having a debate with me, you say, Ali, you've gone through a trauma, I simply mocking me.
No, of course not.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. So the thing is, it was low blows, it was ad hominems, and he did not answer Daniel's questions about liberalism.
I'm not trying to defend H-Bus at all, right? But I'm just saying. During No, we're moving on.
Yeah, Daniel, please, who was it?
H-Bus.
Sorry. Do you want water? Coffee?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't worry, man.
No, we're good.
It's not halal. You're not going to become a Muslim.
No.
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, so I wanted to just touch on the topic of you saying you're my height now, by the way.
It doesn't matter. You might be, if you become a Muslim, we are based not on our looks, not how whatever we are. Money, wealth, nothing. It's based on your taqwa with God. Yeah? Listen, look, let me say something. Jim, listen. We've done a video together, but it went viral. Yeah? A lot of people say you're a soft-spoken person, you seem like a good guy. Okay, don't get used and abused by these charlatans. Okay, you said to me, I'm going to get in contact with Apis and David Wood. I said, do it. I'm not going to stop you. But the point is this, don't go into a spiral where they're going to indoctrinate and make you feel as if we Muslims, because if Apis was consistent, Christianity speaks very harshly about homosexuals as well. And it's the same thing, but he avoids Christianity. You know why? Because that's his main funding base. That's where he gets funded from. So that's why you never see him talking about Christians, and he never talks about Hindus. These are two people, I'm not saying all, they hate Islam, and that's where he gets main funding from. Why would Apis and David Wood come together against Islam? Think about it. Apus should be against Christianity and Islam, but he's only against Islam. Why? I don't get it. Be consistent. Like H-Push was saying in the debate with Daniel said to him, these things that you're attacking against, for example, patriarchy, you should be doing that with all religions, because all religions fall into the traditional values of a family unit. It's not about just Islam. So the point I'm saying, June, you're a book. You seem like a sincere guy, even though I had a bit of my doubts a minute ago. I'll be honest, I'm a very straight guy. I'm not going to be around the bush.
Of course.
What you see is what you get. But again, June, what I'm saying to you is, if you want to learn about Islam, take time out. If you want to come to the park, come every week, we're here at your service. Let's chill, let's talk. But ask and learn. If you are asking to catch, like, yes or no, don't do that. Hold on a second.
We're not doing that.
No, I know you're not. It sounds like that, but I'm assuming the best. Because in our religion, it tells us to assume the best. Yeah? So the point I'm saying is, June, is look, keep your mind clear. You're young, how old are you?
21.
You're 21, yeah? 21 seconds to go. Hold on. Yeah? Okay. So the thing is this, that take time out and say, look, let me learn about Islam. And if you want to know about Islam, if I want to know about Satanism or Baphomet, I have to come to you. I'm not going to go, let me go and speak to an enemy of Baphomet. Hey, Baphomet's this, that. Oh, okay, thank you. If someone doesn't like you, Jew, how would you like if I go to your enemy and say, yo, tell me a bit about Jew? Oh, he's a waste man. Oh, he's a waste man. Okay, yeah, he stole he stole from you. Punch you in the face. June, why'd you punch him in the face? You're going to say, Ali, you're going to my enemy, you're asking about me. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you want to know about Islam, go to the people, Muhammad Hijab, Hamza Zurtz has a very good book. There's this book as well you can get for free, There's many people. Learn Islam unfiltered.
Okay. So, okay,
Go to your shahada.
Huh? No. Never.
Do you think you'll ever become a Muslim?
I've said multiple times.
Sorry?
I've said multiple times, if I find it out to be the truth, I will.
That's good, at least you're sincere. Yo, Jabby, I'm leaning over, is it okay? Are you still catching me? Battery killer. They call me young killer, cold killer, yes, sorry.
Okay, but I did want to speak to Bob before he goes, but next week...
Bob the builder?
Yeah. Next week, I'm going to actually remember to bring my notes. So if you want to have a discussion on or off camera...
No problem, this is going to be part 3 and part 4 and part 5, and then part 9 is going to be the Shahada. And
Apus said, because I called him as well, on the phone.
Yeah. What did he say? No, it's fine. We're finishing. What did he say?
He said that eventually he wants to have another debate.
With who?
You.
With me?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Apus,
Go on.
Apus, look, he needs content.
Yeah.
Okay, because you need to understand the Islamophobia industry is a big industry. It's like the fashion industry. So he gets funded by the Christians and the Hindus and many other people that hate Islam. So he needs content. So now he was begging anyone. He was going to have a debate with one brother that we know from Luton. He is latching onto anything. Anything, even though he looks dumb and stupid, he doesn't mind. Have you seen his debate with Daniel Hakikachu? No. Have you seen his debate with Muhammad Hijab?
What, the one with the two other Muslims?
The coin. What they did is...
Yeah, with Adam Salah.
Yes, do you remember that one, They had to trick him into it, Why? Because he's a coward, And then Hijab had to tell him, calm down, don't be scared, Probably, when it comes to morality, he believes there's a third type of morality. Objective, subjective, and Apus morality, We don't know what that is, The point I'm trying to make, he's looking for content, He's dying, He's dying for attention. If he wants to debate me, I told him, I'll pay for his ticket. I'll pay for his hotel, 1-star hotel. Come to the park, face to face. Look me in the eye. I'm making him crap his pants like a pusillanimous boy. You're finished. That's what's going to happen. Because it's easy on a computer. But come face to face. I'm going to look at you dead in the eye. And let me speak. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask him 2 questions. He's going to crap his pants. I'm going to bring Pampers, nappy. You know Pampers, extra absorbable. He's going to need that, By the way, Pampers is diapers in America, Because I know he's going to crap himself. You know why? I have no doubt he was not a Muslim. Ever. I'm going to ask him 2 questions and I'm not going to tell him. If a day comes, he comes to the park, I challenge him. Come to the park and we have a discussion on Islam. Then it's going to be finished.
Okay.
Yes. Any more questions? Mersul.
What's happening? I don't want to embarrass you on your video, Alan.
Yeah, don't embarrass me. Junior, it was a pleasure, but listen, don't get influenced. Speak to them. But let me tell you something. Because he saw our video got viral, he just wants you on his platform, to say, hey, how did it go? No. He just wants views. Okay, so if you go down that route where because don't get surprised if you become hostile, yeah? Because you're young, you're impressionable, they will use you, they'll say some lies, and then the fact that you're coming here today and asking me these questions, etc., I hope you're consistent and you criticize Christians just the way you criticize me. I hope you go to Bob and say, Bob, I want to ask about this in the Bible. You get it? If you don't, and if we start noticing that you're becoming hostile towards us, then obviously we would have to correct something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But we don't want it to go there. In a civilized discussion, we can talk, disagree, and criticize as much as we like. Yeah, this notion of we Muslims are not open to Christians is nonsense. Don't insult us. Come and ask questions, criticize.
Okay.
No problem.
I'll come back and I'll actually bring my notes,
Yeah, make sure your wife is
Long time.
No problem. Take care.